Hello, friends. Welcome back to Summit America coverage. We've got more group stage matches today, 5 good ones. And Ben, what's up, man? How you doing? This is Merlini, and he's feeling fresh today.
We have a good matchup for you guys.
We sure do. Team Liquid versus the All-American North American Rejects. That'll be our first one. Then we've got TL versus No Tidehunter. That's not No Tidehunter. That's No Earth Spirit. That one's my bad, boys. We've got EHUG versus CNB after that, EG versus CNB, and then it'll be EHUG versus Revenge. So Liquid versus the North American Rejects. Jimmy versus Fogged. I don't know. Predictions, what do you think?
Liquid.
Liquid. You wanna put some numbers to that? Is there a bet open for this one? Probably not. There's a lot of games on today.
65-35 maybe.
Wow, there actually is a bet. 71% Liquid.
Yeah,
Ooh.
dude. North American Rejects did not look very strong yesterday, but that's because they had stand-ins, or so I am led to believe.
They did indeed have stand-ins, and today they do not. They've got their full roster. Korok and 1437, our boy Theben, he's back with them. So.
I haven't actually seen Liquid play in like a week. Actually, I saw a little bit of the EG Liquid game, like maybe half a game. But that was going on concurrently with.
We haven't seen too much Liquid yet.
The Summit.
They've only played a little bit, so.
Oh, they got crushed by EG.
Yes, they got
like massacred.
Yeah, their team just got flipped upside down. They were flipping tables. They were mad. Not a good game.
But North American Rejects, they were in a nail-biting game yesterday where they were down 2 sets of racks and they had 2 stand-ins and they still managed to pull out a victory. So
yeah, that was a
don't
nail-biter.
ever count them down and out. They are what. They don't like to fight, though, when they run Naga. Like, absolutely not, like, ever.
That was one of the most passive Naga games I've ever seen. It was just like, all right, Snake King, you just keep on farming.
You force out a
Snake
buyback,
King, he's got 10
Aegis.
items, but he can't use them, but just keep going.
He did have 10 items.
He got up to, like, 55K net worth or something like that, or he was close to 60. I don't think he broke the 60 barrier, but it was redonkulous.
So, let's hop into the draft.
Yeah, let's take a look. They're taking their time, though. The Rejects they're really thinking about what they're doing.
Dude, first pick Sand King is real.
Oh, my predictions, my interview. I was going to finish it this morning, but I didn't. But there you go, first pick Sand King. I love it, man. My dreams are coming true.
He's
and
cool.
First ban Mirana. That's another good one. A lot of teams have been running the Mirana. Just so darn flexible. They will settle on a first pick Luna here, and the Rejects will think about it quite a bit. The first pick Luna can be a little risky. Usually if you don't have first pick,
I hate first pick Luna.
Yeah, you'll see teams. Maybe they'll pair it with a Chen.
It depends.
And do a little bit of pushing. They could grab something like a Dazzle here. There are a couple of synergistic combos you can get with the first pick Luna, but generally speaking, it's a little bit risky.
It is, unless you want to go full out push.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did you say yesterday that cracked me up in that last game? Or the second to last game. I was watching that VOD and I can't remember now. It was something really silly. Like he got killed and you were just like, oh, it's
Who got killed?
Somebody got killed.
Somebody got killed and then what happened?
You said something funny. That's what happened.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I went back. I watched the part of the VOD where people accused me of flaming you, and then I accidentally read the Twitch chat flames because Roland, somebody, forgot to unmute my mic. So I was watching part of the VODs, and something you said really cracked me up. But
how can you watch Twitch chat flames when you watch a VOD?
No. Remember, were you here yesterday?
Yeah,
dude?
I was here, but you said you were watching the VOD and then you watched a Twitch chat.
I was watching.
And I was like, how
no.
mesh?
I was watching the VOD of the part where Roland forgot to mute me, and then like I heard myself over the stream, and then that was where I was getting flamed. Is this idiot really trying to argue with Merlini?
Stop arguing with me.
Stop
man.
arguing with him. You're so disrespectful. You're hurting his poor feelings. So, some people tweeted at me like he probably hurt his feelings.
No, my
like
feelings...
I think Merlini is tough. You guys aren't giving him enough credit. He's a stoic fortress.
You can take it for what it's worth. We want viewers to be able to decide what's right and
yeah.
consider multiple options. We don't want you guys to be sheep.
We were talking about Arteezy's Morphling, and you were saying like, how do you shut him down? And I was like, I don't know. I suggested getting some stuns and some early rotations, and you said no, man. He's just gonna morph.
Stuns suck. You need silences.
Yeah. All right. Get yourself some
or
Death
you need
Prophet.
blink stuns. Death Prophet's good. Skywrath is good.
Yeah.
Orchids are good.
Orchids are good. Orchids are very good. But that was the heated
like
discussion.
storm bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Storm and Fest bombs would be legit. Anyway, so North American Rejects going with the Shadow Demon Luna, which has been really popular lately. Shadow Demon and Sand King. I would actually say they're like number 2 and number 1 supports respectively.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Sand King for his farming prowess and then how serious of a game impact he has. He's like so good at being aggressive. He can pick up solo kills on people, and he's also ridiculous at turtling. Hard to push into a big loaded up epicenter ready to go. Shadow Demon, he's just flexible. He can be defensive, he can be aggressive, he's got the Purge. We even saw an Ag Scepter Shadow Demon yesterday. A little funky, didn't really do a hell of a lot, but we saw it nonetheless. And strike that from your list of things you need to see before you die.
That is not a thing you need to see. I didn't want to see it before that, and I don't want to see it after it.
I don't want to see it again, boys. Well,
it's not that bad. I still think that it's just like, if you have like super heavy kiting team, then you can do it.
There wasn't a single time in that game where I thought to myself, man, that second Purge. Woo! Whoa, daddy. I didn't even notice the second Purge.
Man, I wish he had 10 seconds less cooldown on that demonic Purge. Oh my gosh, that thing just owned.
It's a one and done kind of ability. It's a good ability, but it's just only so good. Now, one of the things that's interesting here is that Liquid got to second pick Invoker, fourth pick overall. So that basically means these teams are valuing Sand King, Luna, and Shadow Demon over the Invoker, which is a little bit different. Teams love themselves.
Invoker gets roamed on too easily, especially with Shadow Demon. I think the reason why people like Shadow Demon so much is because you can put him in aggressive tri-lanes, you can put him as a roamer, you can even have him stack and do neutral stacks with poisons, and you can defensive try. He's very good in all three of those situations, and it's no surprise that Shadow Demon and Sand King are the top supports because they both had their time. So teams are very comfortable running them if you've been playing competitive for any amount of time, and both of these teams have a lot of veterans, so they know how to play with Sand King. They know how to play with Shadow Demon, and it just fits in their lineup. It's super flexible. Sand King, I would say he's worse in push strats, but he's very good in gank strats. He's very good in turtle strats, and he's not the greatest in offensive tri-lanes, but he makes up for it with his ability jungle, and they just have so much utility that you can't really go wrong. Yeah,
offensive tri-lanes and Sand King don't really mesh, but I've seen teams do it. You can do it.
That's not his strength, though.
Yeah, for sure. Now, the All-American rejects here, they grabbed themselves the Dragon Knight with their third pick, so they want a nice tanky force for that mid lane.
Push. They have a pretty threatening push lineup now.
Yeah, that's true. You get your illusions from the Demon.
They could put a Chen. They could, a Chen, as you said. Chen Shadow Demon used to be one of the most influential early game support duos, and that was on LGDN 1437. Brax, probably going back to the LGDN days with Shadow Demon, Luna, and Chen.
Yeah. What do you think about Elder Titan right now?
Oh, wait, is Chen banned out? No, it isn't. Elder Titan, he's all right.
Yeah, they banned out the Enchantress instead of Chen.
He's balanced.
He's balanced.
That's an important quality about a hero.
Yeah, kind of.
Dude, he's balanced. He works in some strats. He's not for every strat.
I don't think I've ever heard you describe a hero as that. Just right out of the gate, just like, he's pretty balanced. I like him. He's all around, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He's not too good, not too weak.
He's straight balanced.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might be a little bit weak. Maybe just
weak?
Partially just because he's difficult to execute with. You need setup for Earth Splitter to really be scary.
Dude, have you seen the really good Elder Titan players? Like they do this.
Who are the really good Elder Titan players?
I think MSS is a really good Elder Titan player.
I don't think I've really seen them.
Ice is pretty good.
Have not seen either of their Elder Titans.
Okay,
I've heard of Ice, but I haven't.
They're
cast
both really good. What they do with the stomp is, like, you know how you send out the spirit and then it returns, okay?
Yes.
And then you can also send out spirit and then stomp, and it'll go through the animation with the stomp. So what they'll do is, like, as the spirit's returning, they'll like start stomping, and it like stomps while it's returning, and they get these ridiculous echo stomps off. And it makes the hero look like ridiculously good. But if you can't do that, if you can't hit GG echo stomps, then the hero's looks slightly less than balanced, but he is balanced. He is a somewhat high skill.
Yeah, I have not seen any of those GG echo stomps that you're describing.
There are GG echo stomps.
In the last
is it called echo stomp?
few weeks at least. Yes,
yeah, echo stomp.
Well done, yeah.
They also don't have any minus armor, so Elder Titan's just like, meh. He works best in minus armor strategies.
They could pick a Dazzle here.
They could pick a Dazzle. Dazzle's so-so.
Dazzle Elder Titan is good, dude.
Titan is legit. Tidehunter is legit.
Tidehunter, yes. They're both legit, but the Tide in particular.
I probably think he's... I probably overrate him a little bit, but he's still fun to watch.
He's really fun to watch, yeah. Whatever he lacks, he makes up for in showmanship with the anchors and the
Someone called him Watermelon Man.
Watermelon Man.
Because he looks like a watermelon, which is...
He does look like a watermelon.
I mean, I never considered it, but he does.
He's got pretty wicked teeth, though. It's a watermelon with teeth.
See, one thing I don't like when people pick Elder Titan is when they pick pure damage to go with Elder Titan. You don't want to pick pure damage with Elder Titan.
It's no good. Doesn't do anything.
It's like...
Well, it does something, but it doesn't synergize with natural order.
Elder Titan and Timber, I don't really like together. Elder Titan and Spectre. Spectre has 2 sources of pure damage.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I'm not completely sold on
the, what's that extra damage called? Desolate. Yeah, that's it. Pure damage. I like it.
Well, technically Haunt does pure damage too, because it gives your illusions desolate. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, and that's a stretch.
Or, well, maybe not nice here, but still nice that happens.
And Spectre versus Shadow Demon is not ideal either. If you catch out Spectre alone and then you just disrupt and purge him, he can often just straight up kill a Spectre because he's often alone and just Desolate just owns himself. So you don't often want to pick those like illusion based heroes like AM, Spectre, and PL versus a Shadow Demon, but to each team his own.
Yeah, final bands make some sense. The
Dude, their
Rubik,
5-man ball is like scary.
yeah, Rubik from North American Rejects, you really don't want to have to deal with Ruby Tuesday stealing your Ravage, but the Dazzle band from Team Liquid is a little interesting. I guess Dazzle would have worked well for the Rejects. Nice team fight
synergizes with the
sustain.
push.
Yeah,
I
works
would
well
still
for
say
push.
Chen is like probably the best one they can go for.
Agreed. And I think Liquid would have will still be well advised to try and
Yeah.
grab Dazzle. And there's my boy Litchi, but
He's 5th pick this time.
yeah, better than the second pick. It's okay here. I would have preferred a Dazzle, Chen, or Rubik. Any of those I think would have worked a lot better. But
Rubik is banned.
yeah, two of the three are banned. But still, Chen's okay. Or Lich is okay here. He synergizes with Teamfight. They have a good amount of setup to deal with the Chain Frost.
They don't have that much stun though. They have DK stun
yeah.
and Ravage, but we'll see. Lich Tidehunter, kind of old schoolish lineup. It's just tons of AoE in Teamfight. Tidehunter to clear the creeps, and then Lich to just destroy people with Chain Frost. It's not the best setup, but it's good enough that it works.
Yeah. Now Veno, the final pick for Team Liquid, gives them a little bit of extra damage. Veno Senking, I think, is a really scary support duo because their gank is ridiculous. You've got a big stun, you've got a big slow, and plenty of follow-up damage on top of that. You've got Senking to farm while Veno stacks and moves around and supports lanes. Pretty solid support duo. Overall, the TL team.
I like Venomancer. I think it's a good pick here because NAR has a lot of push with the Luna, with the Shadow Demon, with the Dragon Knight, and they can threaten 5-on-5s very, very early on. And Venomancer is actually very good at defending those kind of early engagements with the Mass Serpent Wars. But he does need some baseline of levels. I'd say like level 5 is where he really starts to be annoying.
We've got a problem.
What's the problem,
Brax
boys?
does not have many Tide cosmetics.
Oh.
He's got a common mine and some common spikes, the backache.
Wow.
Those
are
some
so
pretty
uncommon
weak.
that I've never seen them before.
They are so common that nobody uses them.
We have a problem here.
Hence being rare. We got a problem, boys. Not enough cosmetics this game. But yeah, this should be an interesting one nonetheless. And my chair is like falling apart here.
Well,
Getting
TC
heavy.
looks like he may be in a decent amount of trouble here, but he's in a well-fortified position. So is Pegasus. Look at good old Sand being sneaky.
Well, hey there, Pegasus. You flying over the moon? That's Demon. All right, we'll have Demon on the Sand King here in the bottom lane, hiding in the trees. TC, he'll be on the Spectre, joined by Way2 on the Venomancer in the solo mid-roll. That'll be Koikva on the Invoker, and it will be Bulba on the off-lane Elder Titan. Talking about cosmetics, Bulba knows how to do it. Look at this guy. Look at that headpiece. The mythical crown, the World Forger's crown. I've never seen that thing before. That thing is badass to the core.
I think it's the new set in the Treasure of Radiant Arms.
And look at his weapon, too. That thing's tricked out.
Bulba's a very good Elder Titan player. I forgot
Is
to
he?
mention him in the list of good ones.
The one that's relevant to this game you forget to mention. All right, that's
I
cool.
forgot.
I'm
He
into
was
it.
kind of the pioneer of Elder Titan in competitive in Dota 2,
Okay.
I would say.
Give Bulba some street cred. We've got a dire team here, and it's the North American Rejects. 1-4-3-7. He'll be playing on the Lich here in the offlane. Brax. He'll be on the Tidehunter, probably going to be in the offlane as well. Korok solo
You gotta
mid
call
on
him
the
by his
Dragon
real
Knight.
name, dude.
Brax.
There you go.
My bad. Up top, Fog playing on the Shadow Demon, and he'll be joining Snake King here on the Luna Moonrider.
My favorite player.
Yeah, your boy Snake King. Now
Sinking with boots first, getting harassed, but the Tide.
he's got a haste rune,
Oh
Venomous Gale on the
my
money.
goodness.
1-4-3-7. I think he may take a spill here.
Why are they?
Oh, Brax with the
damn.
plays. Say goodbye to your first blood, fellas.
Holy schnizzles.
Dude, schnizzle dizzles. That was the word that you said that cracked me up the other day.
Schnizzle dizzles.
Holy schnizzle dizzles.
What the heck? I did not see that one coming. There's 3 heroes, and he has Desolate on top of that. So-
Wow, he really did go level 1 Desolate.
That was a big play.
Yeah, well, Desolate doesn't make it. Tidehunter was right next to him, so Desolate was useless.
It's still nice. That was a nice play.
Yeah.
Still big plays, man.
Yeah, big plays. Big plays from the Tide, dude. He threw that anchor straight at Lich. That was pretty nice. You know,
Non-cosmeticized anchor.
yeah, maybe I was a little too hard on Brax.
Why does 4030 is already level 2? Didn't he give up first blood? Man,
Yeah, but they killed some creeps.
Sacrifice is OP.
Yeah, Sacrifice is pretty good. Now, Spectre, I worry that TC may not come online at an ideal time because NAR, they're going to hit this mid-game stride right around level 11-ish, maybe DK's level 12, level 13. They're going to group up. They're going to start knocking down towers. It'll start earlier than that, but I don't think they'll hit their peak in terms of damage, at least until DK is level 11.
They do need to pressure Spectre a lot, and I think Lich in his lane is a really good way to start, and denying him first blood is also a really good way to start, and Bull was like not under any pressure on top either.
Yeah, he only has 3 CS, but he's doing pretty well. Snake King is
back to that dreaded position 1.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Snake King was playing mid yesterday when they had a stand-in for Korok, but back to the carry role. Korok is doing okay in the mid. 9-0 versus the 12-3 Invoker. He did pick up the 2-minute rune. It was the double damage, and even more cosmetics here. The Frozen Salamander's Fang is the weapon that he's rocking.
Dragon Tail stuns, 0.
I just noticed that. I was just like, damn, he just tricked it out for this game. Maybe they were watching the VODs.
Maybe he just never played DK before.
Saw how serious we are. Oh, Bulba up top. They'll initiate on him. Soul Catcher flies. Will they have the damage to bring him down, though?
They need one more Lucid Beam.
See ya, Bulba. There's your first blood. And Fog to be the one to pick it up on the Shadow Demon. Actually, the Lucid Beam wasn't quite enough to finish him off, but a small stroke of luck there for the North American Rejects. They get the bonus gold, even though they don't have the first death. First death. My bad. So yeah, maybe he's never played Dragon Knight, or he just got that item. It's a little hard to say. Oh, down bottom, TC. I caught the tail end of it, but looks like just a classic Gush Frost Blast combo. And he's leveling up Gush primarily. No points in the Kraken Shell. Makes sense, as very little damage is coming Brax's way, but the minus armor, man, it hurts.
Anchor Smash hurts.
Anchor Smash hurts as well.
And
of course it does physical.
See, Lich also went level 2, Sacrifice at level 3, which is not bad. He still got a kill.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I'm into it. I digs. Well, also Spectre went this ugly 1-2-0 build. You need the 1-1-1, man. I'm all about the 1-1-1 on Spectre.
Leveling up Desolate primary, that is...
It's good if you're getting kills, but they're not getting kills. Because the supports left the lane a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a little funky. Now, Jimmy, he's smoked up in the river here, looking to make something happen. Level 2 on the Sand King. He's just sitting on boots and some consumables. Hiding in the fog. His smoke will expire, and Korok positioned well, partially just because he doesn't have any creeps, but that will make Jimmy's efforts in the river here a little more difficult.
Fire to the face.
Do you feel the fire? I was listening to the Doors this morning. Who's going to light my fire? Tweeted that out. Apparently it's Korok. You don't know who the Doors are?
No.
Jim Morrison, 1969. No. The first Woodstock.
If you ask me about any music before like 1990, I have no idea.
Yeah, but come on. The End.
Except the Beatles. I know the Beatles.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
So Spectre, I think, should have got level 1 Dispersion because you get 10% at level 1, dude. You get 10%. So
that's a value.
That is super value. It's like mega value. Dude, you get 4% at every other level, so you get 2.5 times your normal percent.
Yep, I agree.
That's like super mega value, dude. If there's a value point in Dota, that is one of them.
Mm-hmm. There are many value points in Dota, but yes, Dispersion fits the bill.
There are different levels of value. It's like the buy one, get 2.5 free. Buy one, get 1.5 free.
Yeah. Buy one, get one. Buy one, get two. Buy one, get one half off. That's true. There are different levels of value when it comes to couponing. But one thing Jimmy Jim hasn't been doing is utilizing his stacks here. There is a nice triple stack.
Oh, the stun in the middle.
Korok, Sunstrike. It'll hit him, but he goes Dragon for him. Ice Wall will slow him up. In comes Brax. He's only level 4. No Ravage, but they get a kill onto the Sand King. Korok may still fall, but he sets up Joker. Now Way 2. He's on the run. It's a 2v1. And Frost Blast coming up in 1 second.
So
no mana for a Gush.
Smash, man.
Uh-oh.
He just needs GG Anchor Smash.
He's going to get wrecked by the Anchor. There you go. Great turnaround in the mid lane. It's a 1 for 3.
That is the power of the Dragon Knight. He is so darn tanky. He does not even have any like legitimate strength item. He has 3 GG branches, but usually you'll see some pick up a casual bracer or casual belt of time strength. And I think he would have lived if he had that, but he didn't, and they still get 3 return kills.
Yeah. The only thing that would have made that better is if they had denied Korok and then gotten all 3 kills.
I'm surprised he didn't.
I thought there was a good chance. He was really low for a long time, but they went for the kills instead, and it pays off in the end. Now Korok TP's back to lane and gets the 6-minute haste rune. Oh boy, things just keep getting better for the North American Rejects here. Tide now level 6 following that successful kill. And look at that, he's putting more points in the Anchor Smash, making Merlini proud.
Dude, Anchor Smash is the most OP skill in Tidehunter. Probably better than Ravage.
Probably better than Ravage.
Screw
Those are
Ravage.
bold claims. It's just because of the cooldown. Ravage has a painfully long cooldown, as it should, because
Dude,
it's a
it does more.
ridiculous
Level
ability.
4 Anchor Smash does more damage than Ravage. Okay? 225 damage on a
Yep.
4-second cooldown. 4 seconds?
Four, count 'em, four,
Four.
boys.
4 seconds.
And it's only 60 mana, so that's good
And
news.
on top of that, it reduces damage done by 60%.
You're making me, every time we play Tidehunter, or we see a Tidehunter, you make me want to play him. Oh, we're looking at that.
Dude, he's fun.
Bulba gets picked off here in the top lane.
He's mad fun.
That's my bad. But, uh-oh, speaking of mad fun, Ravage down bottom, connects onto TC. A Chain Frost as well. They drop the hammer. And boy, does TC pay for it.
Where are his supports? His supports have just completely let him out to dry. Even in a one-on-one situation versus Tidehunter, I don't think he'd be doing too well. In a one-on-two situation as a Spectre, pre-10 minutes into the game, like, good luck.
Jimmy is just, he opened up a club and invited all of these strange creatures. It's going well. He's getting some farm. We'll have a Blink Dagger, but yeah.
Not anytime soon.
What's the Venno been doing, though? I feel like Venno should be babysitting him a lot more instead of just roaming around.
I feel like that's the same way, too, but at the same time, if he goes up to harass, he'll just get obliterated. Lich is almost level 8. 8. Yeah. He is level 8.
And this is where Lich can start to ball out of control. He has a lot of experience. I mean, look at the difference in supports. He's 8. Jimmy is level 3.
Dude, Koikfoot just hit level 8 in mid. And that's with the Midas.
Way 2 is only, or Jimmy's level 4, Way 2, he's only level 3. So there is definitely a large disparity there, and we should see that on the graph. Yeah, about 4,000 gold, 5,000
There's a
experience.
smoke on top. Are they going to be able to get the old snaking?
And it's looking like they might, but oh, wow, Demon falls short. Now Way 2 comes forward. He pops the Eclipse, and oh, it's almost enough to finish off Way 2, but just not enough. Now Fog coming in, looking to find a recovery kill. Sandstorm right in the mix. Lich joining the party as well. They put down a Sentry Ward, and now Pegasus, he's completely isolated. Not enough mana for a Burrow Strike. He will use a potion, and we're missing kills in the mid lane while they chase down Jimmy.
1437 sees him.
Uh-oh.
Dude, Pegasus.
They stun him out.
He's a goner.
Yeah, there's just nowhere for him to go here. He doesn't even have a TP scroll. This is just a time waster, and yeah. Well, what happened in the mid lane? It looks like Tidehunter got a kill on the Invoker, and then Dragonite found a kill on Bulba. I did not see either.
So everyone's just dying all around the map.
They're dying. They're just getting smashed.
Dude, many rares are going to be lost.
Yeah, this is rough.
This is rough indeed. I think people may have underestimated NAR because how shaky they looked yesterday, but they had 2 Santas. With their full roster, they're looking very good.
And they're also just a lesser-known team. Some of the betting comes down to popularity contests. You see a team like Liquid, you recognize their name.
Dude, Liquid hasn't been popular in a long time.
Compared to the North American rejects, you know that there's some people that just look at that and go, rejects, they're bad. I'm serious. There's a psychological aspect to betting.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. Okay. So it's something in the name. That's. Wish we could do a study about that. Like, make your team name like with really good players, but something really, really mean and terrible.
What you can do is just look at the professional betting sites, because then people are well informed. Usually they'll be.
Are they?
Typically.
They should be. If you've got real money, you should be pretty well
informed. If you're
informed.
betting like multiple hundreds of dollars,
if you're earning real money,
you better do your research. I think people are more willing to YOLO with a couple of rares.
For sure.
A couple $100.
For sure.
So Demon is actually going to 3-2-0 build instead of the 2-3-0 build that we see a fair amount. If he had level 3 Burrow Strike, they would have killed the Luna there, but unfortunately he did not at the time, and not opting for the Max Sandstorm. He needs Blink. We usually see a good timing is 8 minutes, I'd say. That's like your ideal timing for Sand King. But if something goes a little bit wrong, it's going to be more and more delayed.
Yeah. See, now, and this is one of these kind of unfortunate Sand King games where it doesn't really show off his true farming potential. He spent way too much time trying to set up ganks early on that just completely flopped. And if he had spent that time stacking and then farming the jungle, he would be a lot more farmed right now. And then as we start to move out of the laning phase, he could be setting up big epicenters, making big plays, and instead now he has to go back to farming when NAR are already kind of tilting pretty far ahead. We see Dragonite with a Claymore. He'll be working on a Shadow Blade. Ern already out on the Shadow Demon. Lich, do we even want to know what he's holding on to? His items actually aren't that impressive. It's just his farm. It's going to be Tidehunter that grabs the mech, so curious to see what Lich he's going to go for.
Arcane Mech, legit.
Yeah, support Tide.
Well, Korok in mid rushing that Shadow Blade, and TC is just still dirt poor. He's forced to take over the safer lane, which is the mid lane. I would say that's much safer than fighting against a Lich and a Tidehunter in the off lane. And looks like they're TPing in. They want to pressure this tower right now. Snaking's time to rotate is now, apparently. And he's been stacking some creeps. with a range creep. See,
Yeah,
good old range creep.
grabbed himself the helm of the Dominator. Yeah, good old Sparky there, just gonna stack it up for him.
It's boring, but it works.
Hey, it does work. It's a good strategy. And there you go. Elder Dragon form pop. Glyph comes out straight away, but
They're really good at pressuring TC though, because he switches to mid, they pressure mid. He was bottom, they just keep 2 heroes bottom there all the time to destroy him, and now he's forced to go top. So I think TC's kind of reacting how he should. His supports haven't really been supporting him very well at all, and this tower's just going to kind of fall uncontested.
in the bottom, Koikva, he gets chain frosted, he gets ravaged. Will they have the damage to bring him down though? The Ice Wall doing some serious work. Brax just trying to brave through it. He's got a gush coming up, but the Quas is just too much. Invoker survives. 2 ultimates down, and he lives. They do secure the deny on the tower here, and they also get the tier 1 tower mid. So still a good exchange for NAR. But
That's very good exchange for them.
could have been just a little bit better had they finished off all Invoker.
Yep. You got that GG belt of strength.
Ah, yes, the classic GG belt of
Dude,
strength.
if he didn't have 6 strength, he would have died.
Yeah, he's going straight Necro, it looks like. Or it could be Power
Nah.
Treads and Force Staff, I guess. But
Necro.
going for the Necro.
Necro tree. It is... it's okay versus NAR's lineup. They have a lot of magic damage and a lot of magic AoE damage to deal with them when it comes to pushes. But they do need a split push. He needs to be able to apply pressure so that Spectre can keep on farming. Spectre smoked up, trying to get some farm.
Wow, he actually is smoked up.
They have finally blocked this spawn, so this will hinder Snaking's farm a decent amount. Looks like he's just going for the farming HOD Yasha. No
Yeah.
BKB for him.
He's got a triple stack up, so he can at least farm that, but will still slow him down. There's your mech on the Tidehunter and also your Shadow Blade on old Dragon Knight. He'll use it. He scouts out Pegasus. They ping it, and oh, Jimmy, he'll get stunned up. He just gets dropped. Nothing he can do about it. Great timing for Korok's Shadow Blade to come out.
Jimmy is so close to Blink. He had 1750 gold before that death, and he just needs to stack and get his Blink. Like, after if he dies after that, then whatever. But when he dies before that, then it seems in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Blink wouldn't have saved him there, but still, you just need to get that item out, and gives you so much more flexibility. You can set up ganks, and if you're fast and you see that there are enemies inbound, you can use it to escape.
If you die in team fights, you've already done your job if you Blink in.
Yeah. And still, I mean, supports aren't stacking for him either. This big camp, it was a triple or 4 stack. We'll see Way 2 come over. He'll stack it up now, but they've already wasted so much time. 14 minutes in, and I think it's only been stacked 4, maybe 5 times. Meanwhile, NAR, they'll just easily take down the top tier 1 tower. And with that, they will back out. So things starting to look just a little bit rough on the old net worth chart there. Spectre at only 3.5k. Luna and DK both getting close to that 7,000 mark on total net worth. Even Tidehunter is leagues ahead of the Spectre right now.
Leagues, I tell you.
Leagues. It's the minors versus the majors here. I mean, Tidehunter is almost level 11. There you go. He's got it. That's a level 2 Ravage. Spectre, he's only level 9, sitting on phase boots.
Do you know what distance a league is?
What, a league? Like
Yeah.
20,000 leagues under the sea?
Yeah.
No, I haven't a clue.
I haven't a
Is it a mile?
It's not a mile.
Is it a nautical mile?
It's not. I don't know. Okay.
Is a league and a nautical
League.
mile the same thing?
Measurement.
Just a league under the sea.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I'm actually
attack.
not sure.
A league of 3 nautical miles.
Oh, okay. So it's 3
Wait.
nautical miles? That's a lot.
At sea, a league was 3 nautical miles, about 5.6
Dire's
kilometers.
middle tower
Okay.
is under attack.
Well, then. That was more of a baseball reference. The major league and the minor league.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. You said miles ahead. People say miles ahead.
Yeah, they're miles ahead, but
and Koikpo gets
yeah,
obliterated.
he just they dropped the hammer again. Eclipse
They're very
comes
good
out.
about using their ultimates to get kills, though. Like, they're just constantly using that. I remember we saw a Tidehunter the other day that used like 4 Ravages in the game. It's like, come on, bro.
Just ravage it up, man.
Tidehunter's probably used like 4 Ravages already.
Yeah. Oh, Lich. Well, if he gets a big ultimate off here, this could be big. The split already coming. It only takes 1 bounce. How unfortunate for 1437. But now Fog coming in, cancels the TP out, starts stacking up poison onto Pegasus. Nowhere for Jimmy to go. He gets anchor smashed. And now Way 2. He may get smashed by the anchor as well. Negative Urn comes out. I mean, Electron Urn comes out. And, yep, they'll finish him off. That's a 1
Fog
for 2.
with the big praise there.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, Korok and Snaking, the good old pushing duo, is just wailing on this bottom tower. Where is TC's farm? They need it fast. 1,600 gold, not even halfway to his relic. Things are looking worse and worse for Liquid, but they do have Spectre. He is one of the best late gamers.
They do have Spectre, but we're in that. Remember when I said, just a few minutes ago, that there's this window in the mid game when they'll start to 5-man death push and Spectre still won't have any items? That time is now, and What does a Spectre do? Where can he farm? What can he do? He still doesn't have a point in dispersion. He can't fight.
Oh,
He's squishy.
TC. Some of TC's builds just make me want to cringe.
Okay.
He's not killing anyone.
Sorry about that.
He hasn't had any kills or any assists. Why do you need Max Desolate, bro?
Well, one of these days we'll see a Haunt, and then he'll hop to that solo.
One of these days.
I mean, has he ulted yet? I don't think so.
He's ulted once in
Did he?
mid. When
Oh,
they,
okay.
No, once on top when they tried to kill Snaking.
Oh, okay.
But then he didn't want to die to Eclipse. Because he's a super conservative
Probably
player.
a good plan.
Probably a good plan. But if he had Dispersion, he can take it up with his 3
Oh,
bros.
look at this. They even countered that ward, and now they can go back to stacking their Ancients. Or can they? Does this Sentry still block it? I want to say that it does, but maybe not.
I think it does still
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
I'm not positive, though.
That's one of those kind of odd spots. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a toggle button to turn on the
There should
The-
be a
the creep
self-destruct
spawns.
button.
a self-destruct button on wards? Oh, that would be so imba for counter warding though.
Why is that Imba?
Because then there's no negative. You just throw down wards willy
But
nilly and then
you waste
kill 'em.
a ward. You're
still
wasting
paying
a
for
ward,
it, I guess. Yeah,
The heck?
that's true.
Boba about to get caught out. Korok, can he get no?
Ooh, that was close. He pings it, but that won't stop.
But now
him
is the
from
time
TPing.
where NAR they need to get kills because they have slightly worse late game. I'd say only slightly,
Here's the game plan: you kill Roche, you get Luna Manta.
but they have to push in Event Awards and crap.
Yeah, you just gotta split push it. They've got enough split push to do it. There's Luna's Manta, so they're
That's
already
true.
halfway there. Get the Roche, and then
But SK has this blank link, man.
whoa, well.
It
I mean,
makes split pushing difficult.
it's true, but he's at the point now where he's only level 8 in the bottom. Ravage used once again onto TC. They'll set it up. He'll move into the trees, but Shadow Demon,
If
he
he had Max Dispersion there, things would have been different.
maybe actually. I'm
And
not sh-
treads
not-
instead of phase booties.
Don't know if it would have been enough, but it would have been close. Fogged pulled out the detonator there, released the poison into the bloodstream.
Release the Kraken.
Release the poison.
Well,
Koikva, he's got a level 1 Necro
dude,
book.
look at Brax's gold. He could get a Radiance faster than Spectre.
For sure, yeah. I mean, he's way out farming him. 8,000 versus 4,000 net worth. So for sure the Tide could grab it. But
He's just sitting on all this hoard of cash.
yeah, I think he needs a Blake. Oh, he gets a gem. Okay. Watermelon man, he grabs something.
Watermelon, man.
Dude, he's like a watermelon with teeth and spikes.
So he doesn't have any cosmetics, but he's still owning. It's just because Tide's OP, though.
Yeah, Tide is pretty good. Oh, there's your Haunt. Where's he going? It's up top. They set it up on Lich. Oh, Jimmy made it happen. And Spectre, he didn't even hop to it. He just wanted to get some assist gold there.
He don't want to be
Yeah.
0 and 0 and kills and assists.
Well, top tier 1 tower will fall. First real tower kill of the game for Liquid. Of course, the bottom tier 1 was denied, but now NAR, they'll move right into the Roche pit. And knowing that Haunt is down is actually kind of a big deal here.
And Epi.
Yep, and Epi. Both of them.
Well, DD on Korok certainly makes that
And DD on Korok.
a little bit
Dude, that's a
better.
perfect storm of Roshan opportunities right there. And they're gushing up the Roche. He's nice and squishy.
Does Anger Smash work on Roche?
I want to say no.
I want to say no either. But they... Oh, wait, no. They changed it so it works on Ancients but not Roshan.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I knew it worked on Ancients, but if it worked on
So
Roche,
let's see
we'd
if this blocks.
probably see Dire Tide more often. Tide will be just going for a
this
pipe.
stack... Oh, it stacks, so it doesn't block.
It stacks. This doesn't block. All right, good to know. So ward off in the trees here does not block the Ancient stack. Take that into your pub games, folks. Stack yourself some Ancients.
That's a good word.
It wins games. That
Wait,
is a
how
good
come
one.
I can't see the vision on it?
Because it's in the trees.
No. Oh, there it goes. Now I see the radius.
Oh, that you mean the radius? Yeah,
Dude, you can't see vision from Century Wars anyways, bro.
exactly. That's. Oh yeah, I see. I'm having that same issue now where it doesn't pop up. That is weird. That's a buggy ward. I don't like it. I don't like that ward.
Well, way to doing some Ancients. That's one of the benefits of picking a Venomancer. You can always go to Ancients if you're having a tough time.
Yep.
And he is having a tough time. Spectre closing in on that relic, 3,200 gold to his name. Korok in a little bit of trouble.
Uh-oh, do they have detection? Oh, they've got a level 3 Necro book. He has his BKB just delivered on that courier. The ultimate comes out from Boba, but doesn't do much to Korok. Team inbound, and they may try to turn this around. BKB is about to expire,
Oh,
but
is he going to drop the... no, he doesn't have Epi.
plenty of duration left on Elder Dragon form. Ooh, that's bittersweet. They scout him out, though. Fog sees him, starts stacking up that poison. And Demon.
Dude, he cannot
Where's he
tank
going?
5 sacks. I think if he takes 5 sacks with Soul Catcher, he'll die.
We'll see. He's up to 4 now. He'll
Dude,
try to
5
make the
sacks
escape.
does absurd amounts of damage.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they finished off the Venomancers. They push in. He does have 5 stacks now. Ultimate coming in.
He just died. He has 6 stacks on him.
Oh
Jimmy, do you
my
know how much damage that spell does?
Apparently not. Sunstrike, I see it, and off the mark. Chain Frost interrupts TPs, and oh, wow, he just gets destroyed. Meanwhile, in the bottom, Snake King and Brax.
GG comes out.
They killed the Veno, they took out the tier 3 tower, and now they just cleared the
That was
Brax.
just pure obliteration.
That was
Firstly, Elder Titans
disgusting.
didn't fit well into their strategy. Secondly, Spectre did not have proper babysitting. So I think those were the 2 big problems in their early game. Oh, and actually Brax had that deny, which was pretty big.
Yes, because they got the first blood on, well, it came out onto the Shadow Demon.
But they
still,
didn't give it
got first blood.
to Liquid. Like, it's a early boots maybe on Sand King. I don't know if he went early boots, maybe early boots on
Yeah, he
Venom.
went early boots. I think he started boots.
Early boots on Spectre maybe, but that's a lot of gold. That's a big gold swing. Like, getting first blooded as opposed to getting first blood, that's like an 800 gold swing in like a minute of the game.
Yep.
But anyways, Liquid, a little bit of strange draft.
Yeah, strange indeed. I just don't see this. Like, what was their game plan? They had a little bit of pushing with the Exort, Necrobook, Invoker. Then you have a late game hard carry Spectre who doesn't really want to push and wants to farm. Then you've got these aggressive supports that can roam around and gank, but never really did
And
that.
they have a passive offlaner.
And then, yeah, a passive offlaner who wants to help your team fight. So they had a little bit of everything sprinkled together. And if I've learned one thing from making cakes, you don't want to just throw everything in there. You know, you got to be selective about your ingredients. You got to have a game plan.
I also think they need a stronger lanes too, because the Elder Titan he's not a strong laner. He's
No.
probably one of the weakest offlaners that you'll see. Maybe I don't even know if Faceless Void might be better than him at this point. But anyways, but he's still one of the weakest.
Actually,
offlaners.
I would rather have a Faceless Void offlane than Elder Titan. I really would, based on seeing how Universe plays it. Why
That's
not?
True.
He carries a lot harder. His ultimate is more useful.
But we haven't seen Bulba play it. He might not be
well, maybe
perfected in the
Bulba can't
ways of
play
that.
it, yeah.
So Liquid not actually looking very good. They're what 0-2, I believe.
They also
leading
just
off.
needed to protect their Spectre.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem. Protect Spectre and weak.
Like, he just
offlane.
got slapped around in the offlane, or in his safe lane. It wasn't even his fault. I mean, the
Well,
Lich
he
denies
didn't
were
get
good, but
dispersion.
he didn't get dispersion, but still, even if he got dispersion, I don't know if that would have completely saved him. Looking at the standings here, though, Liquid, they're now 1-2. And NA Rejects, that makes them 2-1. So still early enough into the group stage here that, well, Liquid will have the opportunity to recover.
They play 2 hard teams though, NAR and EG.
Yes, those are definitely 2 of the more difficult opponents. Revenge, I would say, is the third big one that will really give them a run for their money.
NAR
But
looks really good though with their full 5.
yes, and that's the tricky part, getting all 4-5, all full 5. I'm all over the place again today. I don't know what's happening. More coffee. So, all right, we'll have a pretty quick break. Actually, that was a quick game. I think we're going to have a good 30-minute break here. Yep, 30 minutes until our next game will start. It will be Team Liquid versus No Earth Spirit. So we saw the Earth Spirit boys actually put up some pretty good matches yesterday. They didn't win them all, but they did pretty well, and should be an easier opponent for Liquid, but still not a walk in the park. And if they lose this next game, 1-3, not a good way to start off your group stage. So we'll have a break, guys. You're watching the Summit America group stages powered by Twitch. I'm Zyori. This guy's Merlini. Yeah, America. Woo! Make sure you guys pick up the bundle. It is a $10 value in the store. You get yourself the Harbinger of the New Moon Axe set. It's pretty cool. Merlini. Does it get the Merlini seal of approval?
That's a value point.
It's a value. It's a value set. And, of course, $250 of every 10 goes straight into the prize pool. And we are in the 6 digits. What's the latest tally on the prize pool? I didn't check it this morning.
104,372.
104. Oh, you have the client open. You're smart. 104,372. That's a nice number.
Anyways, we'll be back 30 minutes.
Yep.
Teams, he said before.
No Earth Spirit versus